afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Heroes Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to the exciting 1 vs 1 on Chumwoski. No Monday Novice fight since after the patch that came out wiping my archive. I haven't really gotten a lot of interesting Monday Novice fights, so, well, replays, so my apologies there. So instead we're going to be having a fight here between RedxWings fighting for Deutschland, for the Reich, for the 21st Panzer Division, versus Tony fighting for the United States of America and the 4th Infantry Division. With the rifle company already chosen here, elite rifles still being prepared. We also got 3 grenade bullets here, all frag out, versus RedxWings, German mechanized John Duration's mobile defense, of course, all of his MG bulletins. And that's definitely a bit of a contest there. I think you should note, I mean, if he had actually played the campaign, I don't know if he has that. I mean, he could have mixed in maybe, you know, the one that makes the grenades a bit cheaper and has a faster cooldown. I think that might have been already there, a bit of an interesting combo there for Tony with bulletins. But anyways, we've got points having secured at dual pioneers, pretty standard there for RedxWings by now. The MG's following up there. Dual rifleman there. Some players, when they go for rifle company, actually opt for 2 rear echelons and then sort of that way setting up partly a bit more manpower, so as soon as that thing's ready to cool down, they can immediately then call in the elite rifleman even faster. So of course is something you might want to consider when you yourself are playing Americans and might consider going rifle company. That is again something some players do, and again that way they can also initially grab more territory there with the more rear echelons on the field. Well, there we go, first veteran rifleman unit out. Points being secured. RedxWings spreading out. 2 MG42 so far. Mobilized for the Kampf. And in that regard, we can probably also figure out that Tony's might soon enough go for grenades. And again, it might just all be a feint, in which case he's probably not. But if he were to go for grenades, he would get a lot out of it. Since again, he could throw them quite a bit farther. That's 20% farther if the bulletins do stack, that is. Some do, some don't. It's less clear on what does stack and what doesn't. But here we go. First engagement there before to caught a bit out in the open. Shots fired there, taking up position in the church in the building opposite. Going for the cut point there. We got the third MG42 arriving for RedxWings. We got another MG42 moving up there. Points having secured. Why going up here base to RedxWings, thus ensuring the cut point here can't be easily secured anyway. It's not for that equipment bought there for Tony. No sign of grenades there from Tony so far. MG42 actually falling back. Another one though ready on the position, and I think we saw something happen there. We got a lieutenant on the way. Lieutenant on the way there for Tony. MG42 taking quite a bit of damage in bad position for RedxWings. MG42 out in the open, in fact also close to negative cover at the same time. We got the other MG42 caught here by the rear echelon, taking a bit of damage. We got the MG42 falling back. He did not conduct a full retreat there. We got the other one in a bit of trouble. Carbines firing away. We got the other MG42 to cover the first one. That's good. Rifleman actually not pursuing him. I mean, he could have moved up there, but looks like so far he's not bothering with that. This lieutenant, I'm guessing, sort of done. Third infantry. Now we see here it's run from RedxWings due to all the buildings here being occupied by the Americans. He is getting a mortar here to sort of try and help flush out the Yankees. At the same time, looks like we did see either flank here or move from here either way. Trying to that way, sort of trying to get around the barbed wire. It looks like he's actually going to ignore the go for the point. He might even go for the fuel point. Cut RedxWings off from the fuel already at this point in the fight. Looks like we might. There we go. We actually got the grenades on the way there. The grenade package opening up both the flag and smoke. Mines up here. Telemines already there from RedxWings. Perhaps running a bit of an M20 rush, which is sensible. Roughly pinned down. And there we go, grenades are available. I imagine he might very quick go there for the M23 smoke grenade. Allowing him to lay down a nice smoke screen there versus the MG42. And there we go. Shots fired, the other MG4 sitting up there, and there we go. Can't shoot through. Rather than creeping through the thick smoke. No, they actually end up retreating here. Interesting. Maybe he decided against it. Though he kind of wasted the smoke right there, unless he's intending the other rifle. No, they actually just shift backwards. Pioneers they got in there. We got moving straight up here with the enemy force there. Clearly, of course, with the point they're being taken, RedxWings could easily predict what's going to happen. But then again, maybe Tony's expecting it. Either way, but cautious there. And even then, he will be able to at least render the point neutral by simply firing a smoke grenade and MD42 firing up there. If he feels really bold, he could actually sort of move up towards it. And there we go. Looks like he's already spotted what's going on. And there we go. Smoke grenade first. He could even follow up with a grenade there. Either way, we got the MD42 there shifting around, which could in fact allow him more time to get up close. There we go, there we go. And there goes setting it up. MD crew taking losses, and there we go, grenade all the way there. Clearly someone was very good at baseball. And he actually managed to clear out the MD42 right there. Thankfully, it is for at least RedxWings, thankfully for him, not for the Americans, it's within the arc of fire there of the machine gun bunkers. Otherwise, that could easily have been MD42 over there, but that was definitely quite the throw. More Telemines there. Clearly, what is on RedxWings' minds, of course, is the M20 rush or something similar, maybe a Stuart rush. Of course, the Lieutenant out, it would be an M20, but so far, Tony's not bothering again. He seems to focus on grenades. And again, also note how much he keeps using smoke grenades there, sort of neutralise the MD42's force him to that shift. Though, of course, in this case, he then follows up with a grenade. As you might have noticed, there's a slight flaw to that. He can't act to see what's going on there. So in this case, the MD42 always shifted away, meaning he's wasted munitions. Also, thought there to consider strategically for Tony, if he's going to keep up with such heavy grenade play, in part again that would also be where the bulletin would have paid off, but he should also consider at least a munitions cache, or focusing more on securing either munitions point, because it's going to very quickly leave him drained. So the more munitions you can shift towards that, the better. We got an M20 there on the way actually, and we got the ambulance arriving as well. 50 caliber finding in the church, in a bit of trouble, but there we go, another grenade. Cart shattered. Half track on the way here for RedxWings. Looks like RedxWings is playing slightly different now. Occasionally he might go for some panzer gun. He's also gone for mobile defense. This is a bit different from his usual mechanized play. And again, there's so far kein Panzergrenadier, which is what he'd usually opt for. But now first is set at 251. Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen. Also known as the Hanomag amongst the Allies, due to the fact it was produced by Hanomag. Little fun fact there. Well, the skins here would certainly indicate he has played through the campaign, since they can pretty much end the game there. So again, you know, the grenade bullets in there with less cost on them might have been beneficial for him. In particular, how many he throws, in which case it's a very good bulletin, since that kind of munition saving can easily pile up. Anyways, enough about that. 251 there roaming about, Pioneer supporting MD42 following up. Got the corner here of the village secured, moving up so far. Oh, there we go, got the M20 moving in. Mortar firing up as well. After they're taking some shots with the 50 cal. Oh, looks like he's baiting me in, looks like he's baiting me in, and yeah, we go. Straight into the Telemine. Looks like Tony was not expecting RedxWings to lay down Telemines, and in this case, he suffered a bit of a explosive surprise. Right, from breaking through into the village, we've got the Lieutenant, we've got the 50 caliber following up there. MD42 taking up. Oh, the oldie taking some heavy damage there. RedxWings might have pushed his luck a bit too far there. Got another MD42 sitting up. On the other hand, that might get smoked out. Might get smoked out. Grenade off there. Close though. Close but not quite. And we've got Ostrom reserves here sent in to support. So far though, no actual infantry has been sent in here. Just some Hilfswillige. Got mortar crews in a bit of trouble. Could be Hungarian infantry for all we know actually. Since by the end of the war, there were actually Hungarian infantry fighting for the Germans in Germany here and there. Of course this is probably not it, but sort of little fun fact there. Little fun fact. Anyways, Ostrom moving up there. By the way, note, an extremely lucky call in there, since both of them actually have MD42s handed out there. Definitely been heavily equipped there in service of the Reich. MD42 mortar firing in. And there we go. 2 LMGs. Smoke grenade to stop the MD42 from north from firing, but ultimately he's going to have to fall back with a mortar and of course all of these Osttruppen. Most of the half-tech's all been quite heavily damaged, so looking a bit rough there for RedxWings. So far, Tony's rather dominating the map, despite the loss of that. And Tony's actually getting another 50 caliber, a bit rarer to see that, but work out though. And then again, with all the support weapons that RedxWings has, I'm not entirely sure more 50 calibers will work out for Tony. Instead, he might be spending the manpower on something else. Fuel or munitions caches would work out well. Now going for that captain, looks like he's going to play for these two, and then ignore the battalion command post, relying then on the ECH, which is what some players do. That's not entirely bad, and again, tends to work alright. Looks like RedxWings so far is intent on focusing. He's doing a bit of harassment there though, which is working out. He's not secured the point there, and reconnected with his munitions there, which I think would benefit Tony quite a bit. Ostrom hanging about there. Again, surprised he's getting no Panzer Grenadiers. Then again, he is playing versus the Americans, and the Panzer Grenadiers do have less punch there, so at the same time, I can't entirely fault him for not bothering with it at all. I mean, again, there are some problems with their early game, and Panzer Grenadiers definitely structural heavily versus the Americans, and they're not necessarily too cost effective.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Anyways, more telemines there. RedxWings not missing a beat to do more to sort of basically make a mess of Tony's armoured plans. And of course he might be worrying, you know, his opponent might be rushing straight on for the Shermans. But again, that's clearly not what's happening here. So you've got a pack howitzer down the way for Tony, adding in some artillery.
Reinforcements in.
A few there being secured.
Stick with me and you might just make it. A capture point is under attack.
Awesome, firing the light machine gun there. They're coming under fire there from the mighty Mardus. Ostrom mountain to get into cover there. Line engagement up north here, Lieutenant force away. They need Ostrom support maybe. There we go. Piotr leading the way. Look at this! I got light machine gun. I am great German soldier. But then we got Tony here laying down some good pressure around the fuel point. That's good for him. Though again, you really should connect this so he can actually get some fuel out of it, because currently all he's doing is denying it to his opponent, but he's not gaining anything from it. He could also consider actually setting up a fighting position, though again that would require connection there, and that way he would force RedxWings to have to divert more resources to take it back. No take up there from RedxWings though. Rather than being equipped with flamethrowers, again, he really needs to do something about the munitions, but otherwise he's not really going to be able to get much out of his grenades. Bit of light shooting there. Vasily went down, far away from his homeland. The lieutenant there fighting on, well, his men fighting on. The lieutenant's already bitten the dust there, shot down by a Russian in France or Belgium, fighting for the Germans. Anyways, there we go, going for the point. Now again, interesting enough, he's not going for the cut-off point first. Can't overview that, so then again, that might actually just suffice in connecting. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, we got RedxWings being secure. 50 caliber falling back. Pack howitzer trying to get some kills there, but so far not quite succeeding. He's clearly staying up there for the EC8, though again, fuel caches would also be quite beneficial. Fuel caches would also be a beneficial thing. And then good progress up the left flank there. RedxWings is getting back to the map. He's also making a move here to return the favour there to Tony. Pioneers advance. Ostrom holding a position then. The church dragging in fire there from the pack howitzer though. Got the rear going for that. Rear echelon's going for that point. Bit of a lighter loss there to the Ostrom. Flamethrowers pouring out the windows. MD4 should also force to fall back there. All grenades is more or less stopped here from Tony by now as well. Probably of course began running out of munitions, in particular the active one to upgrade his men with flamethrowers. troops getting ready. We got Pumas ready here for RedxWings, though there's not really much use for them at the moment. Rather than cleaning up the 50 coast setting up here, you might see here RedxWings being pushed out. Captain needs to get close there, get close, clear out the MD-42 there. Got a golden opportunity there, Tony. Move up, save the rifle as well. Grenade going off there. Not sure why he's not moving up the captain. I mean, he's cutting down there with his Thompson submachine gun.
We're losing a capture point.
So I think that could have been executed a bit stronger there by Tony. Still, he's managed to push back against him. We got the half-track going in to help the troops. He's falling back. You got the Pack 40 also being cut off. This could be a very risky moment here for RedxWings. If he breaks, he could end up losing quite a lot there. Captain advancing. Mortars firing away. Veterans, two half-track taking heavy damage. Also moving in, doing their best to stall the American advance. Points being cut off. Grenades going off. Captain barreling his way through. Focusing on the half-track, ignoring, I think, a chance there to kill everything else. And also taking quite a few shots there from the Ostrom, quite happy to get some targets which don't care to shoot back. In fact, right here, bazooka dropped. And there we go, some anti-tank weapons there.
Alright, you dopes, we're ready.
And we got tech up there, and we've got pioneers on the way there as well for RedxWings. So likely going to get some armor soon there for Deutschland. Pack out there firing away. Whoops. Ostrom behind. MG-42 building there, taking a bit of hits as well. In fact, we could lose an MG-40 here for RedxWings. Another one that is. But falling out the back door towards the half-track. Ostrom providing cover. Troops reinforcing, rebuilding. Anti-tank gun moving in. It looks like Tony was expecting something. Or forgot something. Either way, though, the anti-tank is quite exposed, and the Ostrom are quickly taking a few easy shots there. Always eager for some easier targets. Support on McCall, I'm guessing, going out about now-ish. There we go. Ostrom that's close to taking a hit. Pack Howard needs to consider falling back here. His centre is very exposed here. He's been very intense, sort of trying to push together this little pocket he's essentially formed around the majority of RedxWings' force, but at the same time it's leaving his flank a bit open there. In theory, if there was something to sort of barge out there, so far there isn't. And it looks like here Tony's basically saving up for his armor to sort of basically rush in and do the rest of the job. Even worse, that he actually managed to lose the anti-tank gun there. We might see the Ostrom actually wiped up there, 50 caliber with 16 kills. 16 kills, not too bad. Then again, he might lose that on the other hand to the Germans as well. So he's now basically landed in a 50 caliber and an anti-tank gun there in German territory. That's not too wise. We got there the EC8 though rushing in to try and save the day now. With its higher velocity 76mm gun. MG-42 cleared out. There's a lot of machine guns being cleared out this battle. Bunker up. Looks like RedxWings might be aiming for the Panzer IV. Otherwise, I think a Stuber and Ostrom might be a good choice again. When the EC8 already there, the Stuber would have been a better choice of the two. Pioneer Man 50 cover there, doing his best to stop the Americans. EC8, they're hitting on mine. We've already got a heavy engine damage there. Be careful of those telemines. Yeah, most likely actually to give you heavy engine damage, then there's a small chance of basically just regular engine damage or full immobilization. Mortar crew took a heavy hit there. Fresh assault there. Panzer Kampf on the way, half-track falling back. By the way, he could consider upgrading it once it's got repaired there with flame projectors to help version the infantry further. Ostrom veterans, he flee, 12 kills. Smoke popping there. No, it's not helping the Ostrom. Just in fact focusing far more down on them. Territory being taken back there using an MG-42. We got veterans one here for the Pack Howitzer. which could open up for a white phosphorus barrel if we so wanted it. And also here there's an option there for Tony to actually kill himself an MD42, which I think would do quite well there. Besides, I think no, he's only got 50 calibers actually. But there you go. 21st has dispatched the Panzer. Heavy hits inflicted on infantry. Panzer IV advancing, and looks like Tony's assault is having some problems. He's a bit staggering things out, handing himself over there to counterattack. So he must be very confident that there's something not quite working out for him. And then again, it's important to note that RedxWings isn't charging into it either. EC8 finally repaired. And there we go, they're going to be, passing right past. And there we go, EC8 has the first shot there on the Panzer IV. He's going to fall back into the village. He might actually try and bait him into a telemine there. So of course, he has to be careful. He doesn't drive over it as the EC8 shoots. And there we go, though it didn't happen. EC8 out of control. Another vehicle there lost for Tony, thanks to the telemines. So really needs to be sweeping through the territory there of RedxWings to make sure there aren't any mines. You can't really keep up this rate of losses to mines, really. But we already got another EC8 there, some 4 for Tony, though really fuel is all going to hurt, and fuel caches would again have been a good choice. Smoke here would be a good choice in their hand to clear this up, or just a grenade, I suppose you might try either. Too late. Too late. Looks like Tony is getting a bit too greedy here, trying to do too much at the same time and basically not quite succeeding with any of it then. MD42 then not secured by any side so far. And it is time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is RedxWings sort of got the more cohesive territory situation. At the moment he's also maybe got more of it, but on the other hand, you know, he's a bit too thinly spread out. He's certainly lacking in infantry. He's only got a pair of Ostrom units, although they are surprisingly well equipped and they're also quite veteran, though probably because they were surprisingly well equipped. He's lacking a bit then support weapons considering how he usually goes. He's got a half-track there, which he could upgrade to a flamethrower half-track. He's also got the Panzer, though that took a bit of damage. They all came pretty well out of it, you know. It didn't blow up. The EC8 did. So it's not all bad there for RedxWings, and overall he has probably some of the better prospects when you consider everything. He probably can add in some more armor soon. Of course, he might want to consider laying down an S-mine field to cover the fuel point here. That would definitely benefit him quite a bit. Also, munitions cache, or probably a fuel cache even more, would benefit him to sort of, you know, make up for all the fuel loss he's basically suffered through that. Help him speed up towards more Panzers. More telemines as always, though, would always be quite beneficial. As already seen here, Tony's not quite good at sweeping mines, and that's all again inflicts him quite some serious losses. As always, mines win games where they can at least give you quite the advantage. I mean, always, you know, try to get down some mines if possible, and certainly don't neglect the chance your opponent might have laid down some of his own. And of course, in this case, Tony's did not use some 25 to lay down any mines, which could otherwise benefit him. He could still do so, by the way, which might not be a bad idea either. In the right places, that could probably cause quite a bit of problems for RedxWings as well. As for Tony, though, he needs caches. He also needs to, I think, regain that MD42 there, turning against the Germans. But fuel caches, more resources, playing a bit more cautiously with the Germans to sort of build up a decent force. But otherwise, he's not doing a decent job there attacking here, and he's not just sort of trying to bail down one time all the time, or one spot all the time, which basically makes it easier for RedxWings to defend. Instead, he's keeping RedxWings, you know, a bit off balance, which is sort of the best thing you want to do. You want to make it harder for your opponent to sort of prepare defenses for your assault. So in that regard, you know, Tony's doing it all right there. But again, resource-wise, unit management-wise, there are some slight improvements that I think that could be made. And certainly again here, for example, that could easily go on a lot better, but you know. Oh, there's no good job there keeping up the pressure there as well, though. That's not bad at all. And a part of me might also suggest in the longer run, again, once you got fuel cars up to maybe get this, and needs to get the Jackson up to sort of support. I mean, EC8 can pull it off, but it's a bit risky, in particular with the first one already so easily lost. He could also just get a Steward light tank for the stun run ability, basically using that to, for example, lock down a tank, making it easier to target than for his other tanks. all the while supporting with his anti-tank gun. I mean, that's also an option there for Tony. I mean, he's got quite a few options. I mean, it's not really like he's, you know, locked down. Again, for RedxWings, you know, in fact for both sides, more about building up fuel, sort of get more in of their armour. And as opposed to the longer run, an option could be for RedxWings to actually take up, maybe plan for a Panther. That could give them a bit of extra edge in particular versus the EC8s. But, back to the fight here. Ostrom advancing. More infantry, by the way, would be good. I mean, it could go for Grenadiers, Panzer Grenadiers. I suppose it could just play for more Ostrom, and that way just flood the field with a lot more cheaper infantry to sort of hold the line. Leaving the fighting work either for the more veteran LMG ones, or for the armour and flamethrowers, if he ever gets them. But this unit also close to veteran to 3. Certainly helps with that bazooka. No, well, they do have a little badge that says POA, which is Russian for Russian Liberation Army, which was a unit that was sort of formed out of Russians. It never really saw any action because it sort of really only got activated around, well, late 1944, and by 1945 they deserted the German army and tried to set up their own place. Things did not end up very well for them, by the way. We got here another sort of detachment arriving. More Ostroven. Ostrom here going up versus... Oh, holy. Good hit there from the EC8 though. Taking out most of the unit. We might see them wiped out. And there we go. EC8 took out the entire lot. Bazooka dropped their pioneers charging forwards. Securing the bazooka, ensuring it doesn't get turned against the Panzers. Half the unit lost here to the pack howitzer. Very close to victory too. At which point it's definitely going to be dangerous. Panzer IV rolling through there. Flame projectors going up there for the Schützenpanzerwagen. Turning into a Flammpanzerwagen.
We are losing a sector.
So that's going to be a bit more nasty. Bomb there under fire. Ostrom opening up. EC8 moving in. Got the pack howitzer supporting. EC8 then needs to be careful, getting a bit too close there, might get Panzer fastered. And the Rifleman there also needs to get away. He could consider laying down a smoke screen here from the EC8 to cover things up. Pack 40, Panzer IV opening up. Down to half health already. Lighter action here, seems like he's so far abandoning things here, pushing down much more aggressively. They need some weapon support, weapons are probably supported, anti-tank gun, pack howitzer, infantry. Just keep it moving in. Bit too slow there to get it all up, I think. Looks like he's actually striking for the victory points there. 50 caliber setting up there, but that's only getting quite a nasty surprise there from the Panzer IV and the MG42. EC8 there, rather dinged up, but there we go, receiving repairs, which should help out. Another Panzer IV there for RedxWings. Looks like that MG42 was recovered by someone, or wrecked actually, that's another possibility actually. Bit of troops in trouble. Got him rush from the Ostrom towards the central victory point, secure that. Half tracking with the Rifleman up north. And there you go, gaining message. And also note, he's actually trying to take maximum range. He's trying to sort of avoid getting hit with an anti-tank rifle grenade. But looks like this time he just sort of, you know, to hell with it, and rushes in, burning some Americans. Though he only gets one killed, even then Victory 2 is going to give him some benefits. It'll be more fast, plus it can reinforce from further away. That's not too bad either. Ostrom forced away. Panzer IV rolling into town. We got the captain there with only one bazooka now. The anti-tank gun has not been pulled up. Again, there's a slight few problems, I think, from Tony. In some cases, that could be done a bit more efficiently from his side. Pioneers are close to getting wiped out entirely. Pack 40 on the run, you know, on the 50 caliber comes under attention from the Panzer IV. Big 2 point being retaken. Northern point there as well. Things are sort of shifting across the battlefield here. Neither spot seeing combat for too long before action shifts elsewhere.
Ready to copy. Area secure. Check your ammo.
Got the Flampanzerwagen here striking for the lieutenant now. And of course he can't fire anti-tank rockets in that regard. The flamethrower half got a better chance. So he might want to sort of try and angle it better so both flamethrowers are actually firing at the same time. In that regard he might have slightly missed a chance there, but still getting close now to Veteran 3. And the mortar's already that, and with 25 kills. Quite impressive. Tony though is not quite a strong inserter on it anymore. We got another EC8 there. So he is adding a bit more armor on the field. He's taking a shot from the Pack 40. Very close to Met 2 by the way. And there we go, Veteran T2. Increased damage, increased penetration. Now it's actually a threat there to the enemy armor. If RedxWings is not careful. Panzer there, tank from the north. Anti-tank got cleared up. Looks like Tony had not set up very properly, and RedxWings in this case was able to take advantage of it, knocking it out. We got an EC8 operating up north, but not really doing anything. And the EC8 taking hits from the Panzer IV. It's not sitting back there. Maybe it was a shot that meant for the anti-tank gun that hit the EC8 instead. Although Ostrom advancing despite heavy pressure there from the 50 calibers. Command tank now some fourth here by RedxWings. Befehlspanzer. Got the EC8 moving in from the north. Point there being secured. MG42 waiting. Can't see. And thus can't shoot. Panzer's in a bit of trouble there with the EC8. But they do successfully disengage. The EC8 quickly strikes into pursuit. They need to be careful. There we go, Pack 40 opening up. A bit risky there by Toniak, considering he knows what happened the last time he rushed in too far and hit a telemine. EC8 then new repairs rather than charging in, but coming under fire here. Panzer IV, we've got the Flampanzerwagen as well. Rifle squad wiped out. Another unit there wiped out. Actually, some heavy infantry losses there for Tony. 50 cover on the run as well. And there you go, popping smoke. Oh, he makes it just barely at the same time. The American tank there's popping smoke. And I think now it's actually the retreating infantry retreat, by the way. In which case, nicely executed. They might have also tried to get his own tank out of there, but it's not quite succeeding on the other hand. Bit dangerous here. More smoke pop.
Lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out. That's a boss standing by.
Bazooka drop there. Looks like the captain bit in the dust as well. In fact, there's been a heavy loss of officers for Tony. In fact, he's just down to now 2 rifle scores. That's quite heavy.
A capture point is under attack.
In fact, Tony's been bleeding up quite a bit there. The grenade usage, I think, has also dropped sharply. I mean, he might consider actually have popped into BARs here and there to sort of help things as well, but might be a bit too late now. Now would be a good time, by the way, though, for counter-attack tactics here for RedxWings to sort of quickly see some points. It does speed up the capture rate, which is never a bad thing. Panzers and Flampanzerwagens receiving repairs. Another bazooka secured there for the glory of Deutschland.
Knock it off and listen up.
And Tony's not really doing much. He seems to be waiting there for these shapes before he makes his move.
One of our capture points.
Before he strikes out against the Krauts. There we go. Both tanks combat ready.
Get ready.
But rapidly losing territory here to RedxWings and the German army.
We're losing a capture point.
And certainly something needs to be done about that. And we got an Ostwind now on the way here for RedxWings. An Ostwind flak panzer to add to everything else. Quite the panzer forces actually managed to build up there. Got more telemounts going down there. RedxWings is not missing a chance to lay down more that could, well, ruin the day for Tony's tanks.
Armor ready.
ECH rolling in, they need to be careful. They're going to be driving straight in here to where RedxWings is going to be quite strong. With a Victory 2-pack 40 Panzers and a command tank which actually decreases the damage taken. And right there up and wasted. Another brutal infantry loss there to Tony's actually needs to do something. I do see a mine there was spotted. That's always something. Oh, Telemine went off there. Ostrom caught and forced away. These EZ8s need to get out of there. They're not going to last here too long. Too much heavy fire there from RedxWings, in particular his pack there. Almost veteran free. Smoke going down. Not bad, not bad. Still tanks need to get up. We got the anti-tank gun moving in. We got fresh troops there running. Use the Rive Cut, of course, to replace the loss he suffered, minimising the amount of attrition there, but due to having already a bit of veterancy initially there, thanks to the ability. Still not looking good here for Tony. Strategically, he has made a few mistakes, and that's rather than long term here, given RedxWings more solid advantage.
Boys, you ready to roll out? All done over here. Armor ready.
That was a terrible shot there from the pack howitzer.
German armor.
Flak Panzer dealing with the 50 caliber covering the fuel point, the remaining fuel point here for Tony. Before falling back, they're clearly not going to enjoy an encounter with any armoured response there from Tony.
Orders.
Really seems like Tony just more or less dropped using grenades. Really does beg the question why did he go so heavy. Gun anti-tank rocket grenade there, damaged engine.
Bust out the metal, boys. Promotion just came through. Defensive action. Bring that gun round.
Command tank versus EZ8. In the end, the only casualty was a tree.
Kraut infantry. Try to outflank her.
And a 50 cavalry dies straight up north here. Ostrom supporting. Rear echelon sent running. Got an EZ8 there moving in. And needs to be careful, doesn't get too close, otherwise it's going to get panzer firsted. There we go. Tank moving up there. Though the Ostrom are suffering massive casualties as they're getting wrecked with machine gun fire and high close shells, might actually lose the unit. Oh. Ivan there made a dashing escape. We got another EZ8 there, so up to 3 EZ8s versus 2 Panzer Force, a command tank, and an Ostwind. This could definitely look to become a larger armoured engagement there, depending on what they actually do. Right now, though, there might be a slight chance here since the tanks are actually a bit strung out. Then again, there's mines covering the route, so I mean, any armoured charge there could end up badly for Tony. Which of course is rather the intent here of RedxWings. Since RedxWings' job is not to help Tony, it's in fact quite the opposite. Means enough, he's not really been using the front punch very much, but then again with veterans free now already, can easily now sit back then, reinforce troops at the front line. While at the same time not getting too much into danger. Closing in there to veteran to 3 and increased range. Some other bits there. Bit of quiet here. RedxWings though is now enjoying a pretty solid position here compared to Tony. RedxWings is also filling quite a bit of resources. He probably doesn't know what to do with it because he doesn't have much, well, pop cap left. He could lay down some caches, I think, you know. Munitions and fuel caches would probably help him out a bit. In fact, he could also consider taking up and paying for a heavy panzer core, just in case something goes awry.
Crew ready.
We got more telemines down there. RedxWings is certainly not losing out. Though in this case, though, we do see Tony's learn. He's actually sort of, before charging in, moving up minesweepers.
Capture point is under attack.
They already, of course, he's rather been given away where the assault's going to come from. He really wants to get the last remaining tank in, so at least attack from out somewhere else. Either way, though, the path is already prepared here for the reception.
All done over here. The Germans just cut off our supply lines. RPG!
Bit of bazooka fire there. Pack house. Oh! Double shot. And there you go. It. ECH when you got there, you got Pack 40 firing back. Shoot, Deinhardt knocks it out. Nope, looks like he'll get away there, although heavily damaged here. From the UL plus shots there from the Pack 40. Also, one off rifles are coming there. And there we go, we got the ECH slowly rolling ahead. We also got the mine there spotted. So there should actually be a clear path for him, actually, sort of. The question is, will he actually take the chance here? Will he actually take the chance? He sees it, they're not moving. Tony seems a bit passive now, a bit unsure. We also got counter-attack tactics actually enacted by RedxWings.
Armor ready. Button her up. We've dropped to 200 points.
And there we go, the panzers are mobilizing. Both close to victory too, by the way. Shot from these heat, getting victory to itself. Whackers there on the main gun. Falling pack there. Clearly waiting for some armoured support. Seems like Tony is a bit unsure how to actually proceed with this. Whereas RedxWings is basically fortifying the centre, leaving the sort of wings of his, well, front line a bit more lightly guarded, but Tony does not seem to be exploiting that very much. Another awesome call-in. No veterancy and no LMGs this time around as well. Another Panzer fast there. The Panzers could maybe try and pursue and knock it out, but no, looks like they're not. MG bunker to cover the victory point there. Not bad, but we got an ECH to clear that out. Panzer force moving up to deal with the riflemen. Bunker almost about to... There we go. Collapse. Right now the Panzer is separated from the rest, so that could actually be a good target there for the ECH to strike in. Do some damage if you so wanted. But again, he's basically sort of split up his armor completely now, so it's he can't really focus out on getting a good punch anywhere. Whereas you might be noticing, RedxWings is not separating his main Panzer force. The command tank and the Ostwind's not really moving with it, but they're not really meant to sort of really take on other tanks. They just need to support the infantry. So in that regard, he's doing a bit more sensibly there, Mr. RedxWings. There you go, got an Northern Assault there. Panzer IV taking a hit to the side. To the rear, actually, there might be a chance of pursuing, though. Another telemine there. Actually, need to get away from that. In case that goes off, otherwise they might severely regret that one. But engine damage, Panzer's moving in. Will the ECH pursue here? And Tatanka not really pointing in a good direction. Interesting enough, he's not reacting at all to it, but there you go, Ostwind down. Another Panzer IV on the way.
Rifle squad ready for action.
now he's just pulling back here. Again, he's not really doing much sort of flank or do anything here against his opponent. He's got more veteran tanks, but he's not really using them. Nor is he really doing anything with his tank gun or artillery. We do have veterans one here now, so take aim and armor piercing. There we go! Oh, straight into the tiller mine. Oh dear, there we go. The assault's happening. Veteran 2 on the Panzer. EC8 down, might lose another one there.
Yeah, go ahead.
And now RedxWings has definitely won here with the armoured advantage. He knocked out his opponent's most veteran tank, the other one's not looking too good either. And there we go, looks like Tony left the game. Note, sync error. Occasionally just means they quit without surrendering. Just a heads up there. I do see some players in the comments going, oh my god, you sync hacked or whatever. We don't actually know. You can also get that if they just leave the game without surrendering. Just a quick either way, RedxWings won this engagement. A loss there for Tony. I mean, I think the problem with Tony was in part, again, you know, his strategy wasn't really fully aligned. Again, you know, he should have had some cash up either to support all those EC8s or, you know, again, to do something with all those grenades. And then even then, you know, the part with the grenades basically trailed off. There was no real sort of anywhere to go with it. And a part of me thinks they might have benefited back to having some extra BARs there to sort of help deal with the enemy infantry. And particularly, he was largely facing off against Ostrom. BARs would have given him a lot more punch versus those. So I do think that was a slightly missed chance there for Tony. A part of me would also like to see some Stuarts there to support them. Again, the stun round ability I think would have given these 8 some more chances of knock out isolated tanks here and there. Otherwise, it was the Telemans that definitely did a good job there for RedxWings. Again, mines win games and can definitely do some damage even if you don't. So I mean, that guy, you have to take them seriously. RedxWings did. Tony didn't until it was already a bit too late there. And also, I mean, it did force him to be a bit more cautious, but at the same time, you know, he was, I think, too cautious also to quickly split up his tanks and didn't, you know, try then different alternate paths which could have done some more damage. So there were some considerations there for Tony, you know, to maybe, you know, again, play a bit more focused and again, you know, a bit more considered. Again, he could also use his EC8 for some lay down the smoke screen, then charge in, maybe that way overwhelm the Pack 40, which ended up being quite a threat to him alongside those Panzer IVs. But as for RedxWings, nice strategy there, nice use of the Ostrom. They definitely paid off quite well alongside the command tank, the Panzers. The MT-42s in this battle, though, actually suffered quite heavily again. That was due to the heavy grenade focus there from Tony. In that regard, you know, that part played off quite well. Even the half-trick there certainly turned out to do alright there. He actually got some fuel caches, so not too bad then. And that was definitely what I think Tony lacked. Had he gone for that, I think he might have had a better chance of attack. Winning in particular, active then used his tanks, I think, a bit more focused. But anyways, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a review and provide some feedback in the comments section. Also, feel free to consider donating if you want to support the Propagandacast. There's a link there in the channel description. So you can do so via PayPal. Otherwise, you know, thank you all for watching and see you all tomorrow. Bye.